Everybody, chat with nobody else's auto. 7 o'clock Tuesday evening, time for some Toy Tuesday. Got some cool stuff to check out tonight, so hope you guys are going to enjoy it. Kevin L. is here, ready to go. Glad you made it, Kevin. So we got a couple different things to look at tonight. Alex actually stopped by yesterday. He was on the way back from a big trip. Dropped off a couple things for me. I want to share those with you. Plus, a box of little tiny tankers, which is always cool, tanker trucks. And then we'll finish up with the final match board, or final board of matchbooks out of that big collection I bought. Some of those we've been sharing with you on the auctions, but there were 3 boards that were put together with all kinds of cool matchbooks on them. So we're going to check out and finish up that batch of stuff by checking out the last board of that tonight. So anyway, that being said, we'll give everybody a few seconds to get their notifications, jump on, know that we're ready to go. Then we'll start digging into some of this stuff. So like I said, we'll start off with some stuff that Alex dropped off. Jeff from Ottawa's here. Brian Dispatch is on with us. Our good friend Alex Kalish, who's usually on here with us, went on a great trip last week. He met his son up in Detroit. They went to like the Henry Ford Museum. They dropped down into Indiana, did the Auburn Court Duesenberg Museum. Did a lot of cool stuff. David W. is here. So he was out on a long run, had a great time with his son. We dropped off a couple cool things for me I want to share with you guys. Then we're going to this box of tankers, as well as the matchbook. So Bill Wagman's here. So let's go ahead and get rolling. Flip things around here. And start sharing some cool memorabilia with you. First off, one thing Alex picked up for me, I thought this was great. Obviously, I do a lot of work with the Auburn Court Duesenberg Company. He dropped off this t-shirt for me, which I thought was super cool, with the big Duesenberg logo front and center on it. So he was thoughtful enough to pick that up for me, as well as one other piece that was really cool also. And there again, I sure didn't expect him to do this, but he thought enough of what we do that he wanted to drop this off. This is kind of tough to unroll, but it's pretty cool. A poster from the big Auburn Cord Duesenberg show, 2022, the year of the L29 Cord. Auburn, the world's greatest classic car show and festival. So this would have been the event poster from 2022 featuring the L29 Cord. So huge shout out to Alex for dropping that stuff off. Appreciate it. As always, Jim's here. Peter from Down Under. Big job made it. Yeah. Peter obviously watched the video on the Texaco signs last night. What did you guys think of that load of Texaco signs? That was crazy. The thing about it is they are plastic, so they are, only 80s or 90s, but not a lot of that stuff's going to survive. So Jeff's digging both of them. It is a cool poster, that's for sure. So a lot of you guys like the Texaco stuff. It was kind of off the rails. It just more and more of it kept popping up. So if you missed that video last night, be sure to go check it out. But there are a ton of Texaco signs in that load. So, but anyway, thanks to Alex for dropping that stuff. Appreciate it. Cool stuff. Let's get into some tiny tankers. I was at an auction a while back, and I bought a whole, a flat, basically like a beer flat, full of little toy tankers. So we've got kind of a wide variety of them in here to check out tonight. Auction night for the Texaco sign. We'll start off with these two. I think these are dinkies, but I'm not sure. Same tanker, different colors. These are little cast metal. I think these are dinkies or Tootsies. These may be Tootsies, I'm not sure. But identical trucks, just in different colors. Obviously small. They both fit in the palm of your hand. Gives you an idea on size. Bill Disc is on from his shop tonight. So there are a couple of those little tankers. This other tanker, Kenny made it tonight. This other little tanker is a Tootsie. Once again, a very small one, fits in the palm of your hand. A little bit different design, kind of a cab over style. It's got one bad wheel here. Just a soft cast metal painted all green, tires, wheels, everything included, on this little Tootsie cab over style tanker. This next one, just a real tiny little plastic tanker. Just a cheaper toy, probably 70s era. Not a lot of detail in it. Once again, a small one fits in the palm of your hand. Yeah, shop's going to glow red with all those things. That's true. This next tanker, I think it's a Matchbox. Yeah, it's a Matchbox tanker. Once again, probably 70s era. Nathan's Mopar Garage made it tonight. On this little tanker, on the Matchbox, tandem axles front and rear, cab over design. Basically the size of a Hot Wheel type. Cast metal. Literally as aerodynamic as a brick on the front. On that little toy tanker. Next up, this is kind of weird. It's kind of a softer plastic, but it's more of a crude, cheaper type toy on this gasoline tanker. They are Tootsie, says Bill, okay? This is a softer plastic, not a hard plastic like a lot of these earlier toys are. It says gasoline on this side, but it says nothing on this side. This is the tractor for it, kind of out of proportion when you look at how big the front end is versus the back. Dennis is here. Number 1 made it tonight. Just basic, like I said, a cheaper plastic type toy. Yep, no mistaking what's in it, that's for sure. Out of proportion truck, but that's what happened on a lot of this stuff. A lot of stuff was somewhat out of proportion. They were just trying to make a cheap toy, and that's kind of what this one was. Next tanker, one of my favorite companies, Renwall. We've talked about Renwalls on here before. I've got a lot of Renwall pieces. This is an old Renwall gasoline tanker. It's a little bit bigger, about the size of the palm of your hand. These Renwalls had pretty decent detail on a lot of this stuff. We can even see the Art Deco style lines here. Actually had a grill and everything all molded into these Renwall pieces. Gasoline stamped, cast right into it. Actually even had the ladder to climb up on top of the tanker, cast into it. Showed the valves over on this side, kind of. And even had doors on the back. So Renwalls, even though they were basic plastic, were still fairly well detailed. And that's why I've been a fan of Renwalls for years. And that's just a good example as to show why. They had good detail. They were nice looking pieces, even though they were basic, cheaper plastic toys. This last tanker, unfortunately, the truck is not original to it. It's the truck that came with it, but it's not the original truck to it. In fact, I think the truck design is a little bit too early, but the tanker on this thing is super cool. We'll go ahead and show them together. And this one is definitely, obviously, Tootsie, as you'll be able to see. Renwall made models for a while, didn't they? I believe they did. But check this one out. The Tootsie Toy Dairy. Now, the C-Cab style Mac is not original to this trailer. It's a different type of green, and it's a different type of wheel. So let's look at them individually. Johnny Z made it. Yep, actually, we've still got, it's still thundering outside right now, but there's no more hail or moisture coming down right now. But this tanker, the Tootsie Toy Dairy tanker, white rubber tires, this is a super cool piece. I don't have the correct tractor for it. The tractor that came with it is this C-Cab style Mac, and obviously it's a different green, but it is comparable in size, but not exact. We can see it has black metal wheels as opposed to the white rubber tires on the Dairy trailer. But this C-Cab Mac, obviously we can look at the front of it. Definitely, no doubt about it, it was designed after a chain drive C-Cab Mac. We can even see the chain drive on it. Hail, it never got too bad. We got up to like maybe a little bit of marble, but we didn't get it real heavy. So this C-Cab style Mac is in pretty good shape. It's not busted up. Obviously, you see the chain on this side as well. But yeah, the Tootsie Dairy is a super cool trailer. So like I said, they were hooked together. They're obviously not a match set, but it's kind of close. So that's what we've got for now is a box of tankers, and let's check out some matchbooks as well. Get all these tankers put away and picked up off of here. Yeah, they do still kind of look good together, so. Matchbooks, one more board of matchbooks. We've been having a lot of fun with these matchbooks. Obviously, we've had some great ones we've sold on auctions. We've been adding to your guys' collection, primarily Mark's, because he's pretty serious about them. And some of you other guys have snagged a few from him. This next batch we're going to check out, once again, another board of vehicle-related stuff, gas, oil, cars, things like that. And some neat stuff on this one as well. So let's go ahead and start working our way through this last one. Big Job drove a tanker behind one of my semis. So Big Job is familiar with running tankers. So let's go ahead and get started on these matchbooks. And we'll just start off right across the top here like we usually do. Jack Mildred and Jackie's City Service right over here. Shamrock Gasoline. Jim Lewis's Quality Petroleum. That one doesn't even have the brand on it. This is a cool one. 1958 Ford. Get the story on the Ford 58. Warren Lottridge Motors, Medicine Lodge, Kansas. Wilkerson Radiator Service. Stevenson Oil, Mobile Gas and Mobile Oil, and BF Goodrich Tires. Marathon. The Ohio Oil Company, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Pizza Hut. I don't know how Pizza Hut one ended up on there, but it did. Bud Powers, Independence, Kansas, Phillips 66. Craner Oil Company, Phillips 66. Goodman 66. Barry 66. Bell 66. Smith & Hewitt 66. Lots of 60s, Phillips 66. Brass Oil, R.O. Granger. Sowers Oil, and Schuldberg 66. So that entire row, Phillips 66 stations along there. Next up, the Quality Petroleum Company in Topeka. Busby's Frontier. Oakland Standard. Love Petroleum, also standard. Conoco, Emil Kaiser's Conoco. That's a good one. That's got a great label on it. Travel the Conoco way, Richardson Dealers and Stations. Ham's Beer, C.W. Stanfield. Ham's Beer and Conoco products. Groove's Service, Phillips 66. Glenn's 66. Beard 66. More Phillips 66 stuff. Lots of Phillips on here. Lots of Texaco. Judy Johnson, Texaco. Molly Service in Texaco. Adams Court, Texaco. Don's Texaco. Hanger Service, Colorado. Wilson Texaco Service with 2 L's. Tom Jackson Service Station, Don's Texaco. Zare's Downtown Texaco. Lots of cool Texacos, different with some different styles and nice bright colors. I would assume they still make matchbooks, but I don't think many people buy them for promotional products anymore. Huff Skelly and Co-op. Bay, Kemp's Bay Service. Another Bay Gas. K&S Oil for Barnsdall. United Oil Company. Ollert Skelly, Baldwin Apco. Pontiac, built to last 100,000 miles. From the Drennan Motor Company, Winfield, Kansas. Sidney Weber Inc., Dodge and Plymouth Sales, St. Louis, Missouri. Here's a great one. Ringel Motor Company, Independence, Kansas, Studebakers. Ford's out front with the car of the year. It's Ford for $49. Heil Motor Court, Chevrolet, also right in the 49 era. Have you done a video on your 74 Z28? Yeah, there's actually about 3 videos on that 74 Z28. Alan's here with us. Kevin remembers the Ken's Pizza in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, set matchbooks on the counter. Amy loves the Studebaker one. Yeah, I thought the Studebaker one was so great. Let's catch the last row. Brace Motor Company, Oldsmobile. Heil Motor Company, Chevrolet, Oldsmobile. Another one of the 1962 Chevys. Scott Motors with a 55 Chevy. The Lewis Motor Company, Fords. Lawson Service, Sovereign Station. Walter Engard Tire Company, Kelly Springfield Tires. Minute Lube. And Quaker State. Quite a board with a ton of cool colors and a ton of cool designs and graphics. Ryan and Amy Studebaker, 47 Studebaker, is going to be out on the road this weekend. That's exciting. So that's what we've got for tonight. Some toy tankers, a lot of cool matchbooks. Kevin L's digging it. Yeah, these things are so great. Those are the 3 boards that I had. I'm glad you guys enjoyed them because there is a lot of neat stuff on these things. I don't know who put these together. That's how I got it. And I didn't find them. That buddy of mine who does antiques, who does more, furniture, glass, design type stuff, he found these, so I bought them from him. And he, obviously, any car stuff, he always gives me first shot at it, which is awesome. I always appreciate that. And he found these, and I had the opportunity to buy them, so I'm glad you guys have enjoyed them. So that's kind of what we've got for tonight. Huge shout out to Alex for the Duesenberg t-shirt. Tweedledee stopped by, as well as the poster and toy tankers and matchbooks. So glad you guys enjoyed it. Glad you stopped by and hung out for a while tonight. I've been working on videos. I hope you guys all caught the Texaco sign video from last night. That was crazy to find that much stuff in one load. But God, I got a mess now because I got to sort all that stuff out, get it cleaned up, and start selling some of it because I've got obviously way too much money tied up in that much stuff to have it just sitting around. So. But like I said, you don't always get a chance to buy that much stuff at one time, especially some of it being brand new. So that was cool as well. So anyway, I got to get to work on some of that. I lost most of today again. Got a call on another farm cleanup that a buddy of mine was doing. Ended up being over there half the day. Appreciate that, Tweedledee. Thanks. And but I got a couple more trucks, so we'll be getting some more content out on those. I'm going to sell all the Texaco letters. I'm going to keep the new old stock set. The brand new set that came out of that box I am keeping, but probably will sell the rest of them. So I'm going to keep the new set of letters, and I'm going to keep at least one of each style of button for sure. And then we'll see what I do with the rest of them. But a lot of that stuff is going to get sold. There's just way too much of it, and there's way too much money sitting there to not do something with it. So I've got to get some of that stuff moved just because I've got way, way, way too much money tied up not doing anything if I don't get them cleaned up and sell some of the excess. So, but anyway, I've got some more stuff. I uploaded 6 more videos this morning. So we've got all kinds of cool stuff coming up. I've got some stuff from the salvage yards on the Missouri run. I got the Lawrence swap meet video uploaded. I got the Lawrence swap meet finds video uploaded. Still I don't have the one from the McPherson Car Show done yet. And Kenny says, hit the like button. Appreciate that, Kenny. So I got to get that one done. I still haven't finished up the video from the yard cleanup, which was just part of the yard cleanup. We got a lot of done. Yeah, it is like money in the bank, but there's also, I had to write a big check that isn't here anymore, so that money's gone, so I need to get that recouped here sooner rather than later. And so I got the video from the yard cleanup I got to get to work on. So we got a lot of cool stuff coming up, plus the fact that I haven't shot any new inventory in a couple of months and drug in more stuff today. So, yeah, I bought 5 last week, picked one of those up. I bought 2 trucks today. And some pickup beds. So, I've got one of them today. I got the pickup boxes picked up. Got to go back tomorrow and get the other truck. So there's a whole bunch of new inventory that we have not even shot yet that I need to get on and get some of those videos up for you guys too, so you can keep up with what's coming into the yard. So anyway, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. Still got a lot of stuff I need to get done yet tonight. I need to get back in the office and get rolling. Appreciate you guys swinging by, hanging out for a while tonight. Hope you guys checked the stuff. No, I did not find any Berettas, number one. Did you get any of those bought? Hopefully the airplane is coming soon. I'm hoping. So I got to get down there and do video on the cars that Doug found too, because he found this stuff he just pulled out of a building last week was great stuff. So we got to get that done as well. So that being said, I'm going to jump off, get back to work. Appreciate you guys being here. That's true. I shouldn't lose anything on them. So. I'm still not selling my Ford signs. So I can't tell you how many people I've had wanted to buy those Ford signs over the years, but they're great pieces. So found a race car Beretta. Well, that sounds interesting. Did you ever make a video on the B29 Supercharger? Joe, I still have not done that, believe it or not. That's something else I haven't done. In fact, I need to dig all of them out. I should dig them all out and do a video on them. So I got the 2 I dug out at that auction from last year. I got a couple more out there in a building I should do too. So that's another good point. So number one's still been hanging on a reply from both Berettas. So yeah, the great race is coming through Great Bend in June. I will not be here, so I won't see that. So we'll be out of town that weekend. So anyway, I'm going to get to work. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Race car, but well, I've seen Berettas like pro stock type cars. So I have seen like drag car Berettas, so I assume that's what it was. Or it could be pace cars, because they made pace car Berettas as well. So anyhow, I'll keep an eye on comments here for a few more seconds as we get ready to wind down, wrap this thing up tonight. Yeah, it was a drag car. Yep. So anyway, I'm gonna get to work. I hope you guys have a great week. Stay tuned. More cool content coming up. We've got some exciting things to talk about Sunday night as well. You guys are going to be really excited about the raffle. And that's going to be even a little more interesting than you guys even know at this point. So thanks for swinging by and hanging out tonight, everybody. We will see you Sunday night for sure on Sunday Night Live Chat. And be sure to stay tuned for the new videos coming up and catch those when we get those posted. See everybody Sunday night. Thanks for swinging by tonight. Thanks for watching. We'll see you Sunday.